Hi guys, welcome back. Another day here at the haunt. The goal for today is I got a few trim boards to put up in the Warden's checkpoint. Then we're going to paint that room, and I'm going to start working in the Warden's office, so we can then hit our paint in that room and get that area done. So Jacob was here earlier, him and Eric, they did some work in Ward B. But yeah, I'm gonna start chugging. Alright, so the doors are trimmed. I also went and I did this. I ran trim boards on the inside of our window to clean up our edge, as well as it allows me an edge here that I can mount our plexiglass to. I hung plastic up inside there. That's just for right now, so that when we spray it's not hitting all our props and stuff in there. This window's trimmed out and the room is clean, ready to paint. So we're gonna paint right now. Alright, so the room it's based out all the way around. So next we will do a yellow band all the way around this, and then distress it, prop it. It's gonna look beautiful.
Wait, I forgot how to do it. Hi. I'm wet because the second I pulled up to the haunt, they made me stand in the pouring rain and get soaked, carry stuff into the haunt. We're here getting paint for, what's that room called?
Warden's checkpoint.
Warden's checkpoint. We're getting yellow paint for the band. See?
Alright guys, we're up here now. So right now I'm trying to just clean up right here so we can walk through here. This is the room that we painted last night. Now I have Devin marking out our band, which is what we do to break up the monotony of the same look, because I use the same light gray and dark gray through the whole haunt. So on that one you'll want to like add 3 inches to it, or
take away.
Yeah, subtract. So
I'm on it.
The way we break it up and change it is that we do a different band depending on where you are. So like right here it's yellowish, and that we're going to continue that in here. So she's working on that, I'm working in here. I need to put plywood on this wall and frame in a window, plywood on this wall and frame in a window. I gotta skin that, remove those, then plywood all this, plywood in there, and trim these, and then this room will be ready to paint. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so I'm working with this plexiglass and it's giving me a hell of a time. This is just an old chunk of plexiglass, and the plastic piece that's over top of it will not come off easily. So I'm going to try to use a heat gun, try to heat it up, and heat up the adhesive underneath it to see if I can make it come off. So let's try it. Alright, so the heat gun did not work, and I ended up using a razor blade to scrape all that fucking plastic off. It took entirely too long. It took me like over an hour to get all that off. But now what I did was I ran a bead of liquid nails inside of that and just glued it in there. I'm not worried about it like coming out, because there's enough spots where it's touching liquid nails that it'll stay in there pretty good. Plus, once I have our trim boards on back, it's gonna hold it in there really well. So while I was doing that, I had Devin do the yellow band in here all the way around. Beautiful room now. And you could see here we did our Vaseline trick, where we if you paint Vaseline on before you paint on a band or something creative like that, once it dries, the spots where Vaseline are will rub off, and then you'll have this chipped paint effect. So Pretty cool trick, pretty easy. It basically handles itself. So Mr. Hutchins just showed up, and he's got an interesting tale about why he's late, or why it took him so long to get here. I'll have him show you that. I just brought up our windows for this room. I'm gonna move out the stuff that I don't need in here, so that I could start actually building in here. I've got just a little bit left, but I think I can have pretty much everything framed in so that tomorrow we could just do plywood and stuff in here, and then it'll be ready to paint. So I'm gonna move some stuff, and I'll have him tell you an interesting story. What? What do you say?
What's the impossible box?
That's the impossible box.
What's happening in the impossible box?
You don't have to be all weird, dude. Just talk. So we call it the impossible box because yesterday we had a giant fight about, Jacob said this box is impossible, and now look, there it is, not possible. So what's happening is you're gonna have to hold this.
I don't want to fix his pants.
Don't worry about that. He's a Ken doll. So we're gonna take this body, we're going to mount it on here, approximately there-ish.
Okay.
All right, we're going to secure its lower half down, like right here. We're going to run a wire around its chest, up over top, on a pulley with a weight on back, 5 pounds or something. That's going to hold him back until the actor on the stage decides to grab it and pull it down on top of our audience. And then it'll rise up on its own again. It's a real easy scare. It's gonna be great. Some good stuff.
Sound effects for your pleasure.
Oh, yeah. So there he is. Anyway, everyone wants to hear your story about why you're late.
Oh.
And see pictures.
I almost died.
Yeah.
A car decided to slam into a house and then back up at high speed.
Here.
At high speed to try and escape. And I don't know how well you can see this, but that is the house. Had they gone much farther, they actually would have killed an old lady. So I had to call 911 and report it and then deal with that. So hence the reason I'm late today. So have an actual really good excuse. So yeah.
Meaning that other times you don't have a good.
Okay, so the ladder needs to stay in here. This trash can go out into the hallway, or at least into the other room.
Brings the whole room together.
Oh yeah. There.
What's going on with this blood bucket?
It's going to go into Ward B, so if you want to take that in there now, you can.
Needs some touch up.
That's for the desk. Alright. Is there a tape measure somewhere around? I got
one over in the shower.
I got one.
You got one?
Yeah. This should be 4 foot. Should make plywooding in this thing easy. That's just off 4 foot. Yeah, 4 foot's in there somewhere. Someone's calling me. Okay. So you need to hold this up, and I'm going to measure to the bottom. But we need to see where the top goes. What the fuck? Probably, definitely not centered. Right, I'm not worried about that. I'm just taking heights right now. That's probably good, yeah?
Yeah, it's kind of high.
Well, yeah, I want it kind of high so they can't see in that hole.
I do 5 feet at the bottom.
5 feet's kind of low.
You're almost at 5 feet right now. 4. Yeah, so he came down the 3 inches, so you're talking roughly there.
Alright, we're gonna go 5'4".
You missed it.
5'4", and well, now you fucked it up. This measure this window.
Why not the window?
23 and 5/8. Grab that side.
3/4 me, but that's just me.
I looked at it, it's 5/8. I'm making it accurate so the window fits in the fucker. So that's that one. And then we gotta figure out that one. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff cleaned up in here so that tomorrow we can come and frame in our windows. Are you available tomorrow?
If I am, it's not till way late.
Okay. Because I'm not. Because I know Nick and his son are coming tomorrow. They're going to help Devin because I've got the meeting thing tomorrow. So.
I got 2 closings and soccer.
Right.
Or if your dad doesn't go, I might have to go with you.
Right.
If your
So.
mom doesn't go.
Right. So. All right. Well, then this will get done. If not tomorrow, then the next day. But we're getting ready to get out of here. So. Anyway, that'll be it for today, guys. Now, oh, let me show you what we did for the rest of our day. Why we got here so late. Up in the front. Driving all day, all over the place. Getting cheap props from nice places. Up here in the front. So, from one of his clients' houses, it's dark, but turn on some light. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these shelving units, and then for $30 we got that case, all those, and all those. These are all like old beer cans. When you're running a haunted house, something about horror is immediately kind of dirty, kind of creepy, kind of filthy. So a lot of times we do a haunt where we tell a story, like a bunch of kids have broken in, and when kids break into abandoned buildings, they drink, they smoke, they do stupid things, and then they get hacked to death by a murderous killer. And having old cans and stuff like that is really good for explaining that in props. It's also good for places that are more kind of redneck, working class areas, like our auto shop outside. Having any kind of, hold on. Having any kind of like a beer can in there would make sense. Maybe he's an alcoholic. You can hide them in a desk to say that someone who worked there was an alcoholic or had a drinking problem, or maybe there was a party or something, or who knows. They're just cool to have, and they're old, so they also set up that kind of a vintage look, and on top of it, kind of when you see something cool, you can't really pass it up. So anyway, that's gonna be it for the day, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit like on this video, share it everywhere so you can help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers, because when we do, we're gonna be giving out one of every mask that we make. And it's a lot, and I'm only sculpting more before we hit that point, so there'll be even more to give away. But we have to hit that 1,000 subscribers first, then we'll go through and just give it away. So hit subscribe, sign up on that list, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I am Justin Hill tuning out, and you stay scary. Ow! Thank you guys very much.